seems just fair. If we're going to pick on game masters, we may as well pick on players too. The first thing that players do that annoys me, whether I'm playing or I'm running a game, is argue with the game master. I mean, even if what they're doing isn't a rule, it is a rule in that game. Just like in the other video, these are things that we all do from time to time. We might have a bad day. I know in the last session I was in playing a game, I argued with the game master a little bit, and I felt like a jerk after. So I'm not immune. None of us are, but it is annoying, and I try to keep that in mind. But what's more annoying than that is number 2, which is players that tell other players how they should play their character. You don't want to do that with a druid. You do this instead. Or you should be taking these spells, not those spells. Or why aren't you using these spells instead of these spells? It's frustrating, especially when it's a tactical thing and it's not anything to do with telling the story or playing the game or getting into the character. I've had characters before, I played a rogue that I wanted to be a rogue out of necessity, not out of choice. And I wanted them to be bad at certain things, so I made them a certain way. So, they were a little bit clumsy. They'd be sneaking around and all of a sudden they'd pull stuff off a table because they got caught in their belt loop or something like that. Because that to me is fun. And I had everybody at the table tell, oh no, you should be taking this, that, and the other thing, or you should be playing it this way, or don't do that. It's really, really annoying. Maybe this is something we all do occasionally, but it annoys me enough where I try really hard not to do that. Number 3 on the list is a complainer. It's a specific type of complainer, though. They complain that this other player at the table is quiet. They don't talk in character. They don't speak in character. Not everybody wants to go to that level of participation. Some people just show up because they want to be around their friends and play a game. And yeah, they want to take part in the story, but they might be, in the background a little more quiet. They're not going to be out front. And that's okay because the players that do want to be out front have more time to be out front. So back off. Just let that player sit in the corner and let you guys do all the diplomacy, because when it comes time to battle, they're probably going to be there to help you. So number 4 really grinds my gears. When you have the player who is more interested in looking up or telling you how a specific rule works than having fun at the table. They'll sit there, they'll dig through the book, or they'll be on their phone, or they're doing all these other things, and they're doing that instead of having fun with the other people. They're more concerned about the mechanical aspects of it and the things that make it feel more video game-like. Play a video game. The rules are there to help us tell the story, but ultimately the fun and the story are center stage, and that's what we're there for. And I get, you have people that are old school war gamers who play this, and they're going to be more about the rules. In that scenario, pick a group of people that's more about the rules. Don't complain that the modern day D&D or other TTRPG groups are more about role-playing and less about mechanics. Yeah, that's true. But there are still games that are all mechanics-based. Play one of those. I enjoy both, but when I go to a game where I know people want to role-play, that's what I'm doing. That's what my focus is. So just keep that in mind when you think about the people you're playing with. Just like in the last video, I saved number 5 here for a particularly egregious trait. And that is, for a player that sabotages or obstructs the game. They go out of their way to ruin the game master's setup, or They go out of their way to obstruct the way a player wants to do things with their character, anything like that. If you're done with a game, walk away from the table. Say, you know what, guys, sorry, I'm no longer interested in this. Don't obstruct or sabotage someone's game, because you have players that have invested a lot of time, energy, and heart into their characters, and you have a game master who's invested tenfold that time putting it all together for everybody to have fun at the table. So try to be considerate about those things. Step away. Say, I don't want to play this anymore. Don't sabotage the game. I've had this happen to me on a campaign that was running for a little over a year, and it just sucks the life out of the game, the table, the group, everything. Be considerate of the other people. And if you do this sort of thing, no one else is ever going to want to play with you again. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know if there's anything at all that I said that you didn't like, or if you think I'm being harsh anyway. Thank you, as always, for spending your time with me. Still working on that little end catchphrase thing. I'll think of something soon.